Hi there, welcome to www.highschoolmaths.co.uk. Today we're going to be looking at multiplying out a single bracket. So we're going to start off with a few examples, just looking with positive numbers and how we actually go through the process of multiplying out a bracket. In this first example, we've got 5 multiplied by this whole bracket, so 5 times bracket x plus 2 close bracket. And what we want to do is use a strategy that enables us to multiply out the whole bracket without missing anything out. So we're going to do it in order. We're going to do 5 times x is 5x. Then we've got a plus sign in the middle. 5 times 2 is 10. And that's all we're doing there. That's your final answer. You don't have to do anything further. Okay, so the next step, 3 times a is 3a. Plus sign in the middle. 3 times 2 is 6. And we've got 3a plus 6 as our final answer. And the last one, it's in a different order, but we still use the same strategy. So we start off with 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. Minus sign in the middle. Again, it doesn't change if it's a minus sign, just to be a wee bit more careful. Then 7 times c is 7c. So we get 21 minus 7c for our final answer. Okay, on to the next row. The next row starts to introduce a letter into the term you're multiplying. So we're doing 4x times x to start off with. So 4x times x is 4x squared. We've got a plus sign in the middle. And we then move on to the next term. 4x times 3 would be 12x. So 4x squared plus 12x. Okay, remember, if you do x times x, any letter multiplied by itself becomes a squared term, so x times x would be x squared. Let's have a look at the same thing here. So second example, we've got 3b times 4b. 3 times 4 is 12, so 3b times 4b is going to be 12b squared. Plus sign in the middle. 3b times 2 would be 6b. And that's our final answer. And the third example, 2c times 5. So 2c times 5 would be 10c. Not c squared. It's not c times c. Okay, there's only one c here, so be careful with that. Minus sign in the middle. And then on to the second, 2c times 3c. So 2 times 3 is 6. 2c times 3c is 6c squared. So we get 10c minus 6c squared. Okay, the last row is looking at introducing negative numbers into the multiplier. Now that does make things more difficult. We've got to be very, very careful when we're multiplying by a negative number. But we still use the same strategy. So negative 3 times 2x. So we think, what's 3 times 2x? Well, 3 times 2x would be 6x. So if we've got negative 3 times 2x, that's a negative times a positive. That would give us a negative answer. So it would be negative 6x at the beginning. And at the end, we're taking this whole term, okay, including the sign because we're multiplying by a negative. So we're doing negative 3 multiplied by positive 1. Okay, that's a positive 1 term at the end there. And if you do a negative times a positive, again, you get a negative answer. So negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. So our final answer is negative 6x minus 3. Second example, same way. So I'm multiplying these two together. Negative 6 times 3x would be negative 18x. And then at the end, and being careful here, we're doing negative 6 times the negative 4 that's already there. And a negative times a negative gives you a positive. So that would be plus 24. And the final example is a combination of everything. We've got a negative term, we've got an algebraic term as well, multiplying the bracket. So negative 2x times 4. That would be negative 2 times 4. That would be negative 8. So negative 2x times 4 would be negative 8x. Then on to the second. Negative 2x times negative 3x. Well, that's a negative times a negative, which gives us a positive. So plus 6, because 2 times 3 is 6, x squared. as our final answer. So that's how you multiply out a single bracket. Really important skill, and you'll develop that moving forward with your maths. Hopefully you found that quite useful. For other maths videos and resources, please visit www.highschoolmaths.co.uk. If you did like the video, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe, and please remember and share the video. Thanks for watching, and have a mathemagical day.